What's up everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite glute activation exercises, and let me tell you, glute activation has changed the freaking game when it comes to glute growth. Like, for me personally, as I mentioned in a previous video, I used to be a gymnast, so in gymnastics you do a lot of exercises for your quads and you're using your quads a lot, whether it's jumping, running down the runway to vault, whatever it is. So I naturally have very muscular quads and I'm very quad dominant. So I have a tendency for my quads to take over when I'm performing any type of lower body exercise, especially squats or squatting movements. I just have a tendency for my quads to want to just take over everything and steal the show. So glute activation exercises have really helped me in activating my glutes before my workouts and ensuring that my glutes are properly firing during these exercises so that my quads aren't taking over. Because when your quads are stealing the show and they're taking over, that is going to mean that you aren't properly targeting your glutes, therefore your glute growth is going to suffer. And a couple of benefits with glute activation exercises are, the first and most obvious one is increased strength in your glutes. The second one is prevent injury. The third benefit is improved posture. And the last and final benefit that I found that kind of goes along with strengthening your glutes, but that is going to be growing your glutes. So strengthening and growing pretty much hand in hand, but that is what I have found, and I have found these exercises to be the most effective. You can pick and choose which ones you want to do before your workout. You do not have to do all of these before your workout, but if you do, I mean, that's amazing. That's just only going to benefit you more in the long run. But these exercises can also be incorporated before your workout, in between your sets, after your workout. You can literally do these whenever, but what I found to be the most beneficial is to do it before my workout. And then if there's an exercise that I feel personally like my quads are more likely to take over in, I will throw one or two of these glute activation exercises in before I start my reps and my sets, so that my glutes are really fired up, they're really ready to go, and I can properly train my glutes and grow them. I've personally found that since I started adding in glute activation exercises, the growth from before I was doing them to now has literally skyrocketed. I see major changes within my glutes since I've been doing these, so I think they're very helpful. And again, with these, I like to do more reps, obviously, because I'm not going to be using weights since it's just activation exercise. It's just going to be using a resistance band. That's all you're going to be needing in this. A side note, I just use the ones that's like the little oval-y resistance bands. You don't need the super long ones. And I wanted to make sure in these activation exercises that you only need one type of resistance band, just in case some people don't have another kind of resistance band, etc. Just makes it a little bit easier, but the resistance band is really going to be a key factor in these exercises. So I really hope that you guys try some of these exercises out, and if you do, give this video a big thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get into the exercises. Alright guys, now the first exercise we're going to be doing are kneeling kickbacks. For these, you are going to be doing 2 sets of 10 on each side, and you really want to focus on that muscle-mind connection to really feel that burn in your glutes, and also make sure you are squeezing at the top so you get the most out of this exercise. The second exercise I'm going to be showing here are a lying side kick. And these you're going to do 2 sets of 12 on each side. And something I want to mention, I said it a little bit earlier, but the reps can vary person to person. You just want to do these until you feel your glutes firing and activating. You feel that burn in your glutes. And with these ones, these are really going to help target your side booty if that is a part of your glutes that you have a hard time growing or activating during your workouts. I know I personally do, because naturally I don't have wide hips, so these really help get that side booty targeted and ready to go. Okay, and the third exercise that I'm going to be showing you here are side-to-side squat walks. For these, you're going to do 2 sets of 15 on each side. And also for these, you can walk the length of the floor of the gym and come back and do the other side. You don't have to do pulsing side to side like I'm doing, but I personally find that when I go side to side, it activates my glutes a little bit more. Everybody is different. Just experiment with both and see what works best for you, but this is personally my favorite way to do it. And again, really make sure you're focusing on that mind to muscle connection. That's going to be very important with all of these activation exercises. And the next exercise I'm going to be showing are hip thrusts, probably one of my favorites. Love these just as an exercise with weights in general. These you're going to be doing 2 sets of 20. What I found really helps for me is to kind of press my legs out when I thrust my hips upwards. I feel like that really helps activate my glutes, and make sure you are squeezing your glutes as absolutely as hard as you can when you're at the top to ensure that you get that really good squeeze and burn when you are doing these. And the 5th exercise is just standing kickback, and for these you're going to be doing 2 sets of 15 on each side, and the same rule applies for these as it does for the kneeling kickback. It's basically the same motion, except for this one you are going to be standing up versus kneeling down. The last exercise are pulsing squats. I like to do a double pulse at the bottom and fire up. And for these, when you're at the top, really again focus on squeezing your glutes so that you get the nice squeeze, because squeezing your glutes helps again to activate that muscle and really break down the fibers of your muscles so they can rebuild and grow bigger and stronger. So just doing that with these activation exercises is really gonna put you ahead when you go ahead and do your actual weighted exercises. And I'm not sure if I said this, but these you're gonna be doing 2 sets of 15. Okay, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed that glute activation workout and a few of the tips that I kind of threw out in the beginning of the video. If you want me to go more in depth with the tips that I did give you, please give this video a big thumbs up so I know that that's something that you guys want to see. And also leave a comment down below or let me know on my Instagram if you guys tried these exercises out. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you never miss another video that I post. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.